will lead us in 2 call and response songs, and these should be a lot of fun.
The Occupy Wall Street encampment was in place in Manhattan's Zuccotti Park from about the middle of September to the middle of November of 2011, just about 2 months. And in that time, I believe that OWS helped to change the political conversation in the country and really around the world about inequality and the dangers of unregulated capitalism. And it was a very populist movement. Didn't involve a whole lot of people, but there was tremendous positive energy. I never got there. Did anyone actually get to Zuccotti Park during that 2 months? I came to visit Occupy Syracuse quite a few times. Took them down macaroni and cheese and things like that. There was a lot of voluntary action, a lot of altruism, a lot of fellowship. Together, the occupiers sang and they marched and they told stories and they planned and organized, strategized, and every day, just about every day, they held something called a General Assembly to explore their themes, to plan for the future, to just make logistical housekeeping efforts to keep the encampment going. What I would like to do with you today is to pretend that we are all at Occupy Wall Street in Zuccotti Park, and we are holding a General Assembly at which we are engaging in a conversation about capitalism. Now, to do this, we are not allowed to use microphones, so I suppose it's just as well that this isn't working, because symbolically, it's appropriate. The police did not allow the demonstrators, the protesters, to use megaphones or microphones. So they had to use something called the human microphone. When the speaker said something, the listeners repeated it so that people further out could hear what the speaker was saying. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do today. You don't need to know any of the words. That's the beauty of it. Because I just give you a short sentence or phrase, and you repeat it. The first song that I'm going to share with you is called "We're All Greedy, Aren't We?" And the words are from Peter Schiff, who is a brokerage owner on Wall Street and one of the, as he described it, 1% of the 1%, one of the richest men on Wall Street. He came out and mingled with the protesters and tried to defend capitalism before them or with them in conversation. So, it's a very short song, and I just like to experiment. So when I sing the line, "We're all greedy," you say, "We're all greedy. Aren't we?" Aren't we? You got it. Let's give it a try. Call and response. I've already practiced this on a few of you, but I noticed some of you are here, so I've got some plants in the congregation. And since this is a world premiere of these rather odd songs, I hope you will indulge me if I make a little recording.
Oh, we're all greedy. We're all
bit longer. And the words are from Paul Orfalea, who you may not know his name, but he's the founder of Kinko's. And he made this statement on the subject of the gap between rich and poor. And I call the song, "The Power of the People is Like Molten Lava." And you can either sing the line or just recite it. You don't have to sing that. It's fun to sing because I might do some more of it. The beginning sounds a little bit familiar. The whole history of humankind is like geology. The center of the earth is molten lava. There's only a thin layer of earth you can live on. 4 or 5 miles. So much down there. Is hot. That thin layer is the difference between rich and poor. You've got to set up society. So that the rich can achieve things. But the whole history of mankind is like the lava overflows. And kicks their ass. And kicks their ass.
Next, we will change positions again, or call it what you want. The poem that I've heard before, written by Dick Pearson, it is lovely, called Question and Answer.
This poem began to form a couple of days after Thanksgiving. My 4-year-old granddaughter sat on my lap, happily chirping about something of consuming interest to her. Suddenly she stopped